live broadcast that initially looked relaxed, BTS'S Jungkook again caused an uproar online with his affectionate action towards his best friend and group mate, V, taehyung. Just minutes after the incident aired, social media was immediately filled with hashtags Jungkook surprise for V and taehyung, which occupied the top of the world's trending topics. Early broadcast, Jungkook alone, but full of energy. The broadcast, which began around 2000 hours Korea Standard Time on Weverse, initially featured Jungkook alone. He greeted the army with his trademark cheerful but soothing style. With a black hoodie and hair still wet from his shower, Jungkook chatted about his daily life, the songs he listens to, and how he misses the members currently serving in the military, including V. However, ARMY, who was familiar with Jungkook's interaction patterns, felt that something was different. His smile harbored anticipation. He stared at the door several times, as if he was waiting for something. Suddenly, about 27 minutes after the broadcast began, there was the sound of doors opening. The camera was shaking because Jungkook was standing fast. Unexpectedly, V appeared smiling broadly, while carrying a small box of cookies that read, "Welcome back, cool rabbit face." As it turns out, this broadcast was prearranged by Jungkook as a mini surprise for V, who had just completed his initial military training and was getting a short day off. But the plot twist, Jungkook reverses the surprise, instead giving a small surprise in the form of a photo album containing portraits of their memories during the promotion of V and Butter, which immediately made V look down, visibly moved. Emotional moment. "I miss you, Hyung." One of the most touching moments was when Jungkook held V's hand and in a soft voice said, "I miss you, Hyung. I don't feel like I'm the one waiting for you to come home." V, who initially only laughed a little, was seen shedding thin tears, wiping his cheeks quickly. ARMY, who watched, directly expressed support through real-time comments such as, "This is real life. Jungkook is so sweet. He must have been working on this for a long time." The return of Taehyung vibes. It's healing. It's a bit of a mess, but Big Hit hasn't commented yet due to the surge in viewers. The Weverse application had an error for 10 minutes. Comments flooded the servers, and many had to rewatch because the broadcast was briefly interrupted. Until this news is written, there's been no official comment from Big Hit Music, but internal sources say this moment is completely spontaneous and not part of any promotion. ARMY. This surprise medicine miss us for fans. This broadcast was like an unexpected gift. In the midst of longing for complete BTS togetherness, this small moment between Jungkook and V became a conditioning. Many say that interactions like this are a reminder that the bond of BTS members is unshakable in time or distance. And as always, one little surprise from Jungkook could make the whole world pause and cry together. In a South Korean entertainment world full of dynamics and surprises, BTS remains the center of attention, even when its members are serving in the military. That day, July 3rd, 2025, many ARMY thought there would be nothing special. But towards evening, the Weverse notification reads, "Jungkook is now live." The fans immediately flocked in. The broadcast looked ordinary on the surface. Jungkook appeared with a fresh face, slightly damp hair, wearing a dark hoodie and a soft, familiar voice. He greeted with a small laugh and immediately read some of the comments of fans. "I miss you guys. Especially that one who likes to wear berets," he said with a meaningful smile. Many immediately understood. The one who likes to wear a beret is none other than V, taehyung, who is now undergoing military service. But what not many people know, when Jungkook stared at the screen and replied to a comment, he was also hiding something. Beyond the reach of the camera, behind the door of the room, a sweet surprise was prepared. Not by the staff, not by the management, but by Jungkook himself. Friendship in the midst of conscription. The relationship between Jungkook and V has long been a topic of discussion. As the two youngest members, who are often called soulmates by fans, their dynamics are like mirrors of emotions that are always connected. But since the two entered the ARMY at different times, their communication is no longer as frequent as it used to be. "It feels really weird," Jungkook said on the broadcast. "Usually when I sing at home, he's the first to send me a voice note with a weird comment. And now, after a tough initial training, V gets a short break. Many fans expect him to spend time with family or take a break from the entertainment world. But who would have thought that night he actually became part of a live broadcast that will be remembered by the ARMY around the world? Unexpected moment when the door was open about 27 minutes after the broadcast began. The mood began to change. Jungkook turned his head toward the door several times, wiped his lips, took a sip of water. "There's a voice, right? Am I hallucinating?" he said idly, and then the door opened slowly. Taehyung appears, wearing a denim jacket and a black hat, carrying a small cake box that reads, "Welcome back, Koo Rabbit Face." Jungkook's reaction was immediately spontaneous. He laughed loudly, covering his mouth while standing up. "Oh my god, Hyung. Why do you look like an intruder?" Taehyung just smiled, waving to the camera. ARMY who watched from all over the world immediately uproar, multiple real-time comments. "This is a real-life Taehyung moment. I'm not breathing. Is this real? Cake? Any cookies? Who brought it?" Album of memories, a priceless gift from Jungkook. Just as the fans were still getting carried away, Jungkook pulled out an object from under the table, a dark brown photo album with a navy blue ribbon. "I'm working on this," Jungkook said, handing it to V. "I know you like old school photos." V opens the album slowly. Inside are portraits of their memories, from the training period, the last concert before the draft, to relaxing moments in the waiting room. On the last page, there is a handwritten note from Jungkook. "You can go anywhere, but here," Jungkook pointing at his chest, "you're still my Hyung." Taehyung closed the album, looked down, and said quietly, "Jungkook, you know, I'm actually really scared to go into the military. But these memories make me strong." Silence that speaks more. The broadcast was silent for 20 seconds. No music, no chatter. Only the camera highlights two best friends staring at each other, as if they don't need words. Taehyung then said, "The ARMY must also miss us together, huh?" Jungkook replied, "Really? But I'm sure the time will come soon." A simple moment, but it holds a lot of meaning. For two young people who grew up together under the spotlight of the world, this kind of thing became a space where they could go back to being themselves, without a script, just a talking heart. Wever's server crashed, cyberspace uproar as soon as that moment happened. The number of viewers instantly surpassed 8 million within 10 minutes. Wever's servers started slow, comments went stuttering. Even some users complained of having to log in and out of the application because the broadcast was interrupted. Meanwhile, Twitter, X, was immediately flooded with short clips and screenshots. Hashtags like "Welcome Back VIT" topped the most popular topics in more than 30 countries, including South Korea, Japan, Indonesia, Brazil, and the United States. On online communities like Theko, Pan, and Reddit, fans are voicing their feelings. Here are some comments from some forums. "I can't believe Jungkook is so hot. He knew very well that V was not just a partner, but a brother. I was crying literally. It's like the end of a movie, but it's real."